Hi guys, I get requests all the time to do hair videos and I really don't do a lot with my hair, which is the most bizarre thing. It's probably because I don't do a lot with my hair that you guys ask for questions and tutorials and whatever else. Ask for questions, ask for answers, ask questions. When I do something to my hair, you're like, oh my god, how did you do that? Because I obviously seem like the kind of person that doesn't do a lot with her hair. Well, today, I woke up like this. I woke up like this, hashtag. And half of it has gone kind of messy curly to the point where I could work with it and put some product in it and get it to be kind of bedheady. And then the other half is a little bit flat and not so much. So I slept on it a little bit damp, mistake. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to give it big waves. I'm going to use this waving tool from Tony & Guy. I've had it forever. I've made videos with this thing in the past, but a really, really long time ago. And I kind of feel like it was one of those videos that I deleted in that accidental 100 video deleting, which I mention from time to time and I'm still very much upset about. But yes, I'm going to show you how I use this. It's good on anyone's hair, if your hair is fine, if your hair is naturally curly, and you just kind of want to give it a little bit of extra structure or some more defined waves. I think that these stay so much easier than curls. If you find that it is quite difficult to keep curls in your hair, this is a really great way of using one, or great way of curling your hair. And yeah, so I'm going to show you how I use this tool. Okay, I've just sectioned my hair. I'm just going to do it in two sections. You don't even have to section it at all if you don't want to, but I think that you get more volume if you do it in two layers. So yeah, I am just going to work down my hair like this. As I've said, this is like one of the easiest ways that I can curl my hair as well, because it's basically crimping. For those of you that remember crimpers, it is basically crimping your hair, and it stays in so well. And I find it's nice when you've done it all, it kind of looks very polished and very structured, the waves. Hang on a minute, do I have this on the highest heat that it could be on? Maybe not. There we go. Yeah, the waves can be quite structured, so it looks really shiny. I particularly like how shiny it looks. But once you've maybe slept on them and they're looking less so, you can brush them through, use a little bit of serum, and it just looks like you've got a natural wave to your hair. I really, really like it, especially because I do have a natural wave to my hair. I think sometimes when I wake up and I have that bedhead look, I put a few of these in and it just boosts that already natural texture of my hair. One thing I did want to ask you guys, completely not related to this video at all, someone said on Twitter that they wanted me to do an updated if I could only have one video, which if you remember was kind of like one of everything, so like a one foundation, concealer, etc. like that. It's been quite a while, maybe 2 years since I did one, and I was considering making one of those videos, so let me know if you would like to see that, because I think it would be quite interesting. It's one of those things, it was a tag at the time, and you know, as the same with any tags, they become very, very popular for a short period of time and then everyone forgets about them. But that's one of those tags that I think is kind of timeless, and it's not like of the moment or anything. It's something that would be really useful or interesting to kind of do later on. Another one was how much does your face cost? Because I remember at the time I was using some really expensive stuff to do my face with, like on a day-to-day basis. I just started working at Debenhams, and so I had a discount, and I discovered MAC and all that. And much as I like a lot of those products, and I'm actually wearing a lot of high-end stuff today, I did a tutorial on that kind of 90s neutral look that I had in my last video, which was my empties. And I'll link that below. That actual makeup look was one that I did for Avon. I'm doing a series of videos for Avon's blog, which I've done in the past. I don't know if you're aware, I've done a few months of that over the past year or so. But that was all Avon products, and that particular exact tutorial will be up on their blog next month. But since I didn't want to just repeat exactly what I've already done for Avon, I did it with some slightly higher end products. So I'm wearing the Naked Basics 1 palette, and my lipstick is MAC's, ouch, 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 too close to my head, MAC's Velvet Teddy, which is my new favourite neutral. But we went off on a tangent there. Where did we go? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm using some higher end makeup stuff today, but I day to day don't wear a lot of kind of higher end stuff. Probably my only thing that I absolutely cannot be without that is on the more expensive side is my eyebrow pencil, and that is from MAC. But you know, it's that back to MAC thing, so you have 5 or 6 of them and you get a free one. It's well, not a free one, but you get a free lipstick or a free, what can you get? A lipstick or an eyeshadow. So I don't think that's too bad. Get some money back from there. You see, I'm boosting this a little bit. This is a lot of waving going on. My friend Kaz loves this kind of stuff because she thinks it's so 80s. She kind of reminds her, I'm just going to go in and do a little bit more of the ends here because I think they're a bit flat. It reminds her of kind of Whitney Houston in the I Want to Dance With Somebody video. Obviously she had very, very, very tight curls, but she likes that kind of big curly hair. Reminds me of, if you've ever seen The Women with Meg Ryan, I think her hair in that is amazing. And she has something very, very similar to this, kind of a wave situation going on that I love. So that is that done. I'm just going to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit and put in some hairspray. But for those of you that kind of always wanted natural texture or natural waves in your hair, I think this is an amazing way of getting it. And you can make it as natural as you want. Obviously, if your hair is a little bit longer, you can start lower down and leave it on for a little bit less. I kind of find that I like it really, really big because my hair is quite short. I think that it would be weird if it kind of looked straight and then it was curly. A little bit vintage, but not really what I'm looking for. Whereas if your hair was a little bit longer, you could kind of leave it straight and then maybe do it a little bit at this section and do it bolder and bolder as you get down to the bottom of your hair. But for me, this is kind of the 80s vibe I'm aiming for. So I'm going to just put a little bit of hairspray in. I will mention, just because in case you want to know, this is Avon hairspray. It's not a hairspray that I'm like, wow, this is the most amazing hairspray in the world. I just have it on hand because I've been making some videos for them. But it does smell really, really nice. I kind of feel like hairspray is a hairspray is a hairspray. Because I don't really use hairspray all that much. I usually use more kind of texture sprays and stuff like that, which would also work in this situation, but I don't want to have one to hand. So that was my wavy hair tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's definitely quicker than curling my hair. Totally different look, obviously. When I curl my hair, I spend a lot longer on it, but it doesn't seem to last as long. I feel like waves kind of, they look messy the way that I do them, and that you can kind of rough them up and they look okay. So when you've slept on them, the next day you just rough them up again and they look okay. Whereas when they're quite formed curls, they either drop out or they just look not so great when they've been slept on, a little bit messy, and you can't really brush them through. Whereas with this, I can brush my hair tomorrow, then put a little bit of serum in it or something and do this again and it looks basically the same. So I hope that this was useful. I hope that some of you actually use wavers because hardly anyone talks about them, and I think it's the easiest way to get some texture and movement in your hair. Maybe not full on curls, but for me, this is kind of as 80s curls as I would ever want. It's just not kind of the more modern, nice curls that you see. But yeah, hopefully this was useful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!